What's going on, guys? We're back with Free Code Camp, and we're learning responsive web design by building a piano. We're on step 16, so let's jump into it. Time to style the keys themselves. Create a class selector for the .key elements and set the background color to... Is that enough Fs? 6 Fs. Yep. Set the position to relative, the width to 41 pixels, height to 175 pixels. And you can see we got a key there. Alright, give the dot key a margin of 2 pixels and a float set to left. And now you can see we got all those keys. Alright, now it is time to use the pseudo selectors you prepared for earlier. To create the black keys, add a new dot key dot black dash dash key after selector. This will target the elements with the class key black key, and select the pseudo element after these elements in the HTML. In the new selector, set the background color to number 1D1E22, so black. Set the content property to that. The content property is used to set or override the content of the element. By default, the pseudo elements created by the before and after pseudo selectors are empty, and the elements will not be rendered to the page. Setting the content property to an empty string will ensure the element is rendered to the page while still being empty. If you would like to experiment, try removing the background color property and setting different values for the content property, such as a heart. Remember to undo these changes. Okay, I see. Alright, give the dot key dot black key after a position set to absolute and a left property set to negative 18 pixels. For the key black key after, set the width to 32 pixels and the height to 100 pixels. Alright, and there you see we got our black keys now. The piano needs the Free Code Camp logo to make it official. Add an image element before your keys element. Give the image a class of logo and set the source to... Alright, so before our keys element, we're going to do image class logo source, and then we're going to copy this here, paste that in there, and give it an alt text of Free Code Camp logo. Okay. Start styling the logo by creating a .logo selector. Set the width to 200 pixels. Position absolute. Top 23 pixels. Where to go? The image element needs its parent to have a position set at a point of reference. Set the position of the piano to relative. So position relative. There it is. To smooth the sharp edges of the piano and keys, start by giving the piano a border radius of 10 pixels. give the dot key selector a border radius of 0, 0, 3 pixels, 3 pixels. And you can see it curve the keys over. Alright, we got to give this one a border radius of 0, 0, 3 pixels, 3 pixels. Alright, and now both of them are curved over at the bottom. Alright, the at media rule, also known as a media query, is used to conditionally apply CSS. Media queries are commonly used to apply CSS based on the viewport width using the max width and min width properties. In the below example, the padding is applied to the .card class when the viewport is at 960 pixels wide and below. Add a media query that will be applied when the viewport is at 768 pixels wide. Alright, so we want to do at media and then max width 768. Alright, and then we go to I don't think ours needs to be .card. So I think that's wrong. I think that's got to be something else. Oh, no, it was right. Okay. Add a new piano selector within your at media query and set the width to, alright, so here we're going to do piano width 358 pixels. Within that media query, add a dot key selector. So we're going to go under here and go dot keys selector and width to 318 pixels. Now add a logo selector. Dot logo. And we're going to do the width to 150 pixels. You might have noticed the keys collapse when the browser window is smaller. Alright, so that collapses because it's too small for all those keys to be on the screen. Set the overflow to hidden. In the first dot key selector to take care of this issue. The property will hide any element that is pushed outside the width value of the keys. Oh, let's double check that, make sure. See, now there's all the keys, and then here it shortens it to only have 5 black keys. So, logical operators can be used to construct more complex media queries. The AND logical operator is used to query 2 media conditions. For example, a media query that targets a display width between 500 pixels and 1000 pixels would be add another at media rule. So at media, and we're going to say the rule is to apply if the browser window is wider than 769 pixels but smaller than 1199. So min width, we're going to do 769 pixels. And max width is 1199. I don't think that's right. Oh, it is right. I thought we had to put something inside. Alright, for the new, yeah, here we go. For the new at media rule, set the width of piano to 675 pixels, and then we need to do the width of dot keys to 633 pixels. All right, guys, and we have completed our piano. So I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here, guys, and I will see you on the next one. Goodbye.